The Dead Don't Die. A Jim Jarmusch movie. Jarmusch. Jarmusch.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. Movie Review. Movie Review.
Jim Jarmusch. Not a big fan of his work. I particularly don't like any of his work. So I didn't have a lot of expectations going into this movie. This is a zombie movie. It has a huge, huge cast. Bill Murray, Danny Glover, you name it. There's a bunch of people in this movie. Some are very quick, like Carol Kane. Some are a little bit longer, like Bill Murray. But there's a lot of people in this movie. This movie is a zombie movie. Kinda. It is by definition. This is the most anti-zombie movie I have ever seen to date. It's supposed to be more of a zomedy, right? It's a comedy zombie. It's a zomedy. Fuck. So it's lazy. It's a lazy movie. And I know this is a Jim Jarmusch thing. His movies are slow. His scenes are long. His takes are incredibly painful. That's just Jim Jarmusch. Okay, I get that. So I was expecting that. That didn't bother me so much. It is a slow plotting movie. But nothing really happens in this movie. Nothing of substance happens in this movie. It's a very nonchalant, almost, I don't want to say whimsical either because it's definitely not whimsical. It's a casual, nonchalant zombie movie. And it's kind of the antithesis of what a zombie movie should be. And I guess that's kind of the point because he is making a movie in the way, like, he's trying to tell a story a la George Romero, having socioeconomic status or symbolism or thematic elements. He's trying to tell a story, but using, things like consumerism, right? Like George Romero did in Dawn of the Dead. So he definitely is going right for the jugular on that. And it's pinpoint accuracy and not subtle at all. Like I don't mean accurate actually at all. It's not pinpoint accurate. It's just very broad hammered. Everything is like very in your face. I have to say this though. I laughed throughout this movie. It was very funny. It's an entertaining movie in some ways. There's some dry humor. If you know Jim Jarmusch, but if you know Bill Murray in these kind of roles, he can be very dry and very deadpan, and a lot of it played very well. But it doesn't hold up as an entire movie, right? Like, it's funny, but I'll never be able to watch this movie again. I can't recommend it to everybody to watch unless you like Jim Jarmusch movies. Then go see it. Then you know what you're getting. But I don't like his movies. Doesn't mean I didn't want to like this movie. I went in with the best with the best hope of liking the movie. I didn't want to hate it. I wasn't looking for reasons to hate it. But something happens when we first meet the zombies that I immediately thought, oh, no. They're going there? And it really threw me for a loop. And it's like the opening of Phantom Menace or it's like that sinking feeling. You're like, oh, that's not working. I don't like that. So there's something happens there. There's a lot of characters that come in and out of this movie because there's a lot of people in this movie. And they get introduced and they have no bearing to the story at all. Listen, there's really nothing to the story. It's a small town in Pennsylvania. No, is that right? Where are they? It's somewhere right around between Ohio and Pittsburgh, okay? And small town sheriff, 738 people in this town. And something's happening with the polar, not the polar vortex, like the storm, but the poles, right? There's a polar shift going on because of the polar fracking that's happening. And so there's this commentary underneath you're going to hear about, how the governments and the industries are saying, oh, no, it's not because of that. It's something else. So you have all of these things that they're really, again, even Steve Buscemi's hat says, make America white again. I mean, seriously, the subtlety, it's like almost like this movie was trying to be a satire, but it just lacked anything to grip onto. It just was an excuse for his friends, Jim Jarmusch and his friends, to make a movie. And I wonder if he ever saw a zombie movie, or has he seen too many zombie movies? Because this seems like, again, like the antithesis, like he's trying to deconstruct the zombie movie for some reason. Maybe I'm giving too much credit there. Maybe this movie just sucks. Okay, so that being said, I probably wouldn't recommend seeing this movie. But if you like Jim Jarmusch, and you got to see a zombie movie, then go see it. You might like it. You know, I can't fault you for that. You might like Jim Jarmusch movies. I don't, but that's me. If you go see it, best wishes. I hope you like it. Hope you liked it more than I did, at least as a story, as a full movie. But, you know, again, it was funny. I was laughing my tail off for quite a bit of it there, but ultimately falls flat. And maybe that's the point. He's trying to make a point here, right? And I get it. So I just don't like it. Okay. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Don't forget to subscribe and like over there in the corner there at the J. Craig logo. And thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Go see the movie. Or don't. I don't really care.
It's the J. Craig Movie Review. You watch till the end. Thanks, like, and subscribe.